Do you guys think there's a wage gap? Yep. Why do you think there's a wage gap?
People think like female can't do what guys
Nope.
do.
That has nothing to do with it.
Yeah. What
You
is it?
wanna know what it's
That's just
about?
my thing.
So this is why I like to talk to people. I ain't gonna blame this on you. It's the way society is constructing people to be. It's constructing people to just take what the media says and go with it and just get all our information from them without having any concrete evidence, doing research and stuff. It's the way it is, and I noticed that. So this is why when I don't watch the news, when I watch stuff on YouTube, because people on YouTube will give you facts, they'll give you websites and stuff. So I go do my research. So why you got people saying there's not a wage gap is because of the variables that make the wage gap. The statistic 79 cents to every dollar a man makes, that's not, say if you and him did the same job, that's not what they're looking at. They're looking at annual salary. So they're looking at men's salary that work full-time and women's salary that work full-time. And it doesn't have anything to do with specifically you do this job and I do the same job. It is every man that works and every woman that works full-time, no matter what job they're doing, the paycheck they're doing it off that. So when the 79 cents come to play, it's because, they say, these are statistics, they say women take jobs that pay less than men. So there's already a distance there, and then women a lot of times they don't get paid leave when they have children, so they don't make money then. They say women take off more than men do, because usually, how throughout history, the man was usually the one that went out and worked. So it's like after a while that just gets ingrained to society, where men work, this is what we do, provide for our family. But that's a natural, it should be natural for a man to want to provide, because that's just how we are, So it's like I can't, if my wife takes off, I can't take off because we have to pay bills, So it's a lot of, so when they say it's a wage gap, I'll be like, well, you got to tell the whole story. Because if you're not telling women these things, it's not going to help them out. It's not helping them out. If you're not telling them you're taking jobs that pay less than men, and that does have to do with things that women naturally like to do. Like they say, women are naturally caring and want to, that's why more women are teachers, So it's like stuff that play, all that different stuff, that's why there's a wage gap. It's not so much that I'm getting paid more than you were doing the same thing. To be honest, it was the law passed in the 60s that if you pay a woman less than a man and they're doing the same job and they work the same hours, they're doing the same work and they're equal to each other, there's a law that you can't do that. So if that's been happening, a woman can sue. But the media doesn't portray that. All they just say is wage gap. Well, what is the wage gap? I was like, well, what is the wage?
The gender pay gap is not real.
Those were all lips of women that said there was no gender gap. But I guess they're lying too.
Skeptics of the gender pay gap exist.
So you're telling me the skeptics are the women that you're saying getting paid less. Okay, continue.
Even though there's extensive research proving it's real. Only 61% of men believe that men make more than women for performing the same jobs.
That's a misleading statistic, because are we talking about the men that have done research, or are we talking about men that you told there's a wage gap? What men are we talking about? And all the men I asked said there was a wage gap, but they've done no research, so yeah.
But the reality is, U.S. women working full-time earn just 80 cents for every dollar men earned in 2016.
That statistic has nothing to do with if you and a man do the same job. That statistic has to do with every man and every woman that works full-time, no matter what job it is. Every man in America, every woman that works full-time in America. And full-time in America is not just 40 hours. Full-time in America is considered 32 to 40 hours.
And the gap is even worse when broken down by race.
Yeah, and they're doing a disservice to all the women. and all the feminists that are yelling this, because you're doing them a disservice because you're not telling them why. If you don't tell them why, they can't close the gap that they're saying there is.
You really didn't need to know that. It's not ready for public consumption yet. We weren't about to sell these muffins. So don't tell me the muffins aren't done baking. We weren't ready to serve the muffins.
How did you do that?
We're going to count the blueberries. We're going to make sure they're distributed evenly.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. What's the name on the account? Oh, perfect. I'm going to ask you, this going to be sound like a wild question. How'd you open the trunk? I just got this car.
And I was waiting for you to open it. I found a button under it.
I'm like, where's the button at? Plus it's a push start. I'm like, what? Yeah, that was wild. I was so shocked.
I seen you in the mirror. You looked at me like, what the hell?
I'm like, how the hell did he just open the trunk?